We are very honoured here today to have our MP, Right Honourable Sarah Jones, MP of Croydon Central. Ms. Jones has taken her time off a very busy schedule, as you would imagine, and has expressed if she could leave slightly earlier. So that way we plan to let her have her speech delivered later, but can I now invite Ms. Jones to tell a few words.
Sarah Ann Jones, since her election to Parliament, Sarah campaigned vocally on knife crime. She was founder and the chair of all-party parliamentary group on knife crime, a cross-party group of over 40 MPs and Lords, which is supported by Red Thread and Barnados. Sarah was appointed as Labour's Shadow Housing Minister in 2018 May, with responsibilities covering affordable housing, leasehold reform, and response to Grenfell Tower tragedy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Sarah Jones.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. First, I should say thank you for extending an invitation to me. It's always a great honour, as still a relatively new MP, to be able to attend different community events and see such wonderful entertainment, such wonderful dancing, and to learn a bit about different cultures and different lives and different communities. So thank you so much for the invitation. Can I just ask, who lives in Croydon here? So a lot of people don't live in Croydon. So the people who don't live in Croydon, welcome. It is a wonderful borough. It's the greenest borough in London. Some might think it's not if you look at some of the headlines about our town, but it's the greenest London borough, and it's also the largest by population. So we have the largest number of young people. So we have a huge amount of exciting activity going on. We have a big building programme going on in the centre of town, huge numbers of towers and blocks of flats going up, a big renewal of our cultural centre, the Fairfield Hall. So there's lots going on. So you're very welcome here. Please do come to Croydon whenever you can. It's a wonderful place, and it's wonderful to have you here. Secondly, I just want to say that those people who do live in Croydon, I am your servant. I am here to help. If you have any problems, if you have any issues, if you know anybody who has any problems, please do come to me and I will do what I can. For those people that live in my constituency, I can help you personally, and in Parliament it's my job to make sure that your faith is represented just as much as every other, that your problems are raised just as much as any other, that we are all equal, that you all have an equal voice, and that I make sure I represent you just as I represent any other religion or faith. 1 billion Hindus around the world is a pretty amazing figure, is it not? And 1 million in this country alone. I, unfortunately, I have some in Croydon, in where my bit. There are more that live in Croydon North, the north of the borough. But I have been honoured to go to several events run by different organisations in the Hindu community since I was elected, and it's a real honour. The last thing I would say is that we live in very uncertain times. We have Brexit, which I won't talk about, don't worry. We're waiting to see who our next Prime Minister is. We have a lot of problems across the country in terms of housing and poverty and education, where we need to be getting on and doing things. And globally, we have a difficult situation, more people on the move across the world than ever before. We have a lot of worries about some of the hard right organisations that are rising up, and some of the instability that is spreading across our country. So here you are, coming together as a community, learning, celebrating, loving one another. And I always believe that that's how we're going to overcome some of these bigger challenges that seem so difficult, is by communities learning, respecting each other, toleration, and education. And I think, some of the spiritual learning that you're doing today, some of the values that you have, are exactly what we need across the country. And in Parliament, let's be honest. And I think it's a wonderful thing that you're all here today supporting each other. So thank you so much for inviting me. It's lovely to be here, and have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Before you leave the stage, may I ask Swami Atma Chaitanya ji to come up to the stage, please, and to hand over our token of appreciation for Ms. Jones, which is a copy of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if you've heard about this campaign. We have this on our social media platform where we are celebrating the success or celebrating the studies from the Gita, by means of which we encourage people to take a selfie with the Bhagavad Gita in the picture, in return for which we give them a free copy of the Bhagavad Gita, which is what Swamiji is going to be giving it to you. Please receive it on our behalf. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jones, and thank you, Swamiji.
Cultural programs continue.